Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Joker back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about mainly one of my favorite video games of all time. I'll even say it's one of the best video games ever made. This game is, of course, Chrono Trigger, for those of you who somehow haven't guessed it from the title of the video in the first place. First of all, before I start though, I just want to welcome you all to the channel for those of you who are new, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back because it's always great to see you all again. Before we go any further, I want to ask you all to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel reach a wide audience and get these videos discovered by awesome people just like you. So if you can do that for me, that would be fantastic. Alright, now that we've taken care of that, let's get started with the video. So for all of you Chrono Trigger fans, I'm sure you might have heard of the Chrono Cross Remaster in some shape or form. For those of you who haven't, yeah fam, Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, is getting a full remaster for consoles and PC coming out April 7th. That's literally like, what? That's less than 2 months from now. It's literally coming out in April. That's going to be awesome. Super excited for that. But yeah, this was announced during the last Nintendo Direct this past week, and I have to say, that was an incredible Nintendo Direct. If you haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor and go watch that, because that was actually incredible. And I know some of you are wondering and saying stuff like, well, Joker, what does a Chrono Cross Remaster have to do with a potential Chrono Trigger remake? Well, boys and girls, I'll actually explain that now. How many of you remember that good old Nvidia games leak that blew up and literally started stirring the internet up? I sure do, and I remember most importantly the games that were mentioned on that list of leaked games. So for those of you who don't remember, there was a pretty huge Nvidia leak that basically, it reportedly listed a lot of upcoming games and titles that were being worked on. Among this list of games were a lot of critically acclaimed games from Square Enix and other video game publishers. Among these games from the leak were titles from some of Square's best franchises to date, such as the Chrono Cross Remaster, Final Fantasy IX Remake, Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, and Kingdom Hearts 4. Now I know what you're saying, these are just leaks, right? Well, yeah, it's kinda true, right? But there's also more to this. For example, quite literally a bunch of games from this leak have already come into the picture with titles such as the PC versions of God of War, Uncharted Legacy Thieves Collection, Alan Wake Remastered, Destroy All Humans 2 Remake, and the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, and literally most importantly, the Chrono Cross Remaster. So while this is still a leak, so many of the games from this leak have already been confirmed and announced or released after the date of this leak. So these games are quite literally actually coming out from this leak. You know what I'm saying? So a Chrono Trigger remake is even more likely than it was just from these games, from the leak, being confirmed already. The biggest piece to this puzzle was the announcement of the Chrono Cross Remaster. For those of you who aren't aware, Chrono Cross is quite literally the spiritual sequel to Chrono Trigger. So let's do some quick math with your boy Joker, ladies and gentlemen. If you take the Nvidia leak and multiply by 7, then you add the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, then divide by Xenogears after adding the additional square root of Chrono Cross and Parasite Eve, subtract the Final Fantasy IX Remake leak from the original 4 discs from the PS1 version, you get the Chrono Trigger Remake. Alright, I'm just kidding, guys. I just thought that'd be pretty funny to throw that all in. I'm not crazy, guys, I promise. All jokes aside, though, this is a huge deal, and when I first saw the list of the leaked games, I didn't really think too much into it because, it was literally a leak. Until the games actually started coming out one after another. That's crazy info, guys. Like, these games are actually coming out. This is so awesome to me because I literally want to be able to play these games again. Especially Chrono Trigger. I feel like Chrono Trigger coming to consoles again would be a step in the right direction because for so long, this game has literally been inaccessible for those who want to play it on console. While Chrono Trigger does have like a port on Steam and mobile phones, I'm not quite the biggest fan of these versions of the game, and definitely I'll still play them and all, right? I just prefer like the original version. So I do think, the game it needs to be just put on consoles in some shape or form. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I literally still play the port on Steam. I'm actually hoping to dear God that this remake actually happens soon. Like, I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm super excited. Really hope it happens, right? I'll say that if the choice were mine though, I would actually prefer Chrono Trigger being remastered instead of being remade, just because I prefer the original graphics of the game, since it does actually age quite well. That and the slight potential of the remake maybe not being as great as the original game. I know we're all holding on to nostalgia and what's not, so I'm a little bit on the rocks of a remake as well. I'd play it, it's literally a remake of Chrono Trigger, why not play it? But there's always a possibility of, things going wrong, Let's just hope for now that the remake, if it does in fact happen, is as good as the original game. All I can do right now is basically hold on to the dream, and I'm hoping Chrono Trigger will actually get an incredible remake. The remaster of Chrono Cross fuels my hype level, and it's now over 9,000. So let's go Team Chrono Trigger Remake, baby, let's go! I'm actually so hyped that I actually started playing Chrono Trigger again on Steam after the Chrono Cross Remaster was announced. So if you want to watch me stream that, let me know in the comments. I'd be glad to stream some good old Chrono Trigger gameplay and chat with all you beautiful people. That just about wraps up the video. I'll definitely be back with more news if any new Chrono Trigger news and details arise. Let me know what you think about the potential remake of Chrono Trigger and how excited you are in the comments down below. Also, let me know what games you want to be remade the most too. Make sure to help a brother out and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this video to your family and friends. Hey, maybe even your crazy exes if you have any. Oh man. Alright, but yeah, the channel is honestly growing, and I really appreciate the support that I'm getting from each and every one of you. Seeing the channel pass 1,000 subscribers literally means the world to me, and I couldn't have done it without all of you, so thanks a bunch for that. I really appreciate it. I want to thank you all again for watching, and just make sure to like and subscribe again. You can follow me on social media such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my Discord server. I'll put the links for those down in the description below. So yeah, we're building a community slowly. I would love for you all to be a part of it. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great day. This is your boy Joker, signing out. Peace.